Welcome back. Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. Today we're going to discuss the importance of packaging. 6 ways that packaging and branding affect marketing. So first and foremost, again, branding should be always on our mind. Packaging leads to branding. It's an important component of the branding which affects our sales. This is why this is important. All right, so I just wanted to frame that up front. Recently I did a video and I talked about how a brief exchange between my wife and my 3-year-old helped me to understand the importance of the importance of packaging and the role it plays in marketing. And so we had some technical issues, so I'll quickly summarize the main takeaways from that. The first one was that people buy with their eyes. That was just a reminder. People buy with their eyes. We're visual beings. The second point was smile when selling. When my wife sold this cup of ice water to my daughter, she was smiling when she did it. We should be doing that as well in our presentations. The third one was substitute products. The ice cold water was a substitute for what my daughter really wanted, which was some cold lemonade. And the takeaway was what substitute products properly presented could affect your business. Again, I'll include the link to that video in the description so you can go back and catch it if you haven't. The fourth takeaway was small accessories with low cost could be high value added. My wife, actually I still have it here. This flexible bendy straw means a lot to a 3-year-old. Doesn't cost much to the store, but it means a lot to the kids. How could you utilize that through the eyes of your customers? Number 5, you are always selling. My wife sold that to our daughter. We're always selling things in our day-to-day life. Utilize these selling opportunities to better ourselves and to make us more comfortable when selling to our customers. And the 6th point there was that packaging leads to branding. Packaging is not just the product that you get in the store. That is a part of packaging, but every step along the way, all of the business cards and interactions with all the customers, that's a form of packaging, particularly to us small business owners, because people don't think of the employee, they think of you, Mr. or Mrs. Small Business Owner. So your packaging is not just your end product. Do not be confused, okay? Now, so that was yesterday's video. This video is sort of a continuation, but just going a little deeper. I wanted to give you 6 additional ways that's going to talk about the importance of packaging and branding. Number 1, brand differentiation. Making your brand stand out. Your packaging, a well-designed package, it should show your uniqueness within the marketplace. It should distinguish you from your competitors. All right, so this could be from the presentation of your logo, the way your logo looks, how prominent your logo is. It could be the shape of your package. Think of the Coke bottle. Think of Target's logo, all these different things. But the point being, it should show your uniqueness. Your packaging should. And that's a brand differentiation to separate you from everybody else. You want to stand out, unique. The second one, a marketing tool. This has to do with placement within, let's say, a store, for example. How easily does your packaging fit on the store shelves? Can it be hung, or does it have to be placed? Is it small enough? Is it too big? And we're talking about the wall shelves as well as the end caps. Those are the prominent positions, or the ones right next to the register. So your packaging affects your ability to be placed in front of your customer. So consider that. It's a marketing tool, and of course, the better you can fit into these different displays, the better design your displays, your marketing tools, the more sales you ought to get. The third one, packaging. The color influences sales. Think about it. When you think luxury, most of us think black, silver, and gold. If you're thinking about, if you're a kid like my daughter, kids, when you go to a daycare, what do you see? Bright, vibrant colors, right? If you're in the eco-friendly space, you're probably using green and earth tones, things of that sort. So again, the colors that you place on your packaging say something, they communicate something to your consumer. So you've done your market research. What are your consumers looking for, or what do you want your consumers to think when they see your product? And that's actually related to the brand recognition. We're gonna get to that. The next one, number 4, the package reinforces perceived value. Again, this is sort of like brand identity, but when they hold and feel your package, do you want some form of distinction there, or does it matter? But the package says something about the perceived value, so consider that. What feeling do you want your customers to feel when they see your product or touch your product, when they experience your product in any way? What feeling do you want to overcome your customers? What about the ease of use? Does your labeling tell your customers how to use your product? And this is speaking on the need of labeling, the importance of labeling your product effectively. What about wow factor? This could be the size of the product. A lot smaller than everybody else, that could be an advantage. So again, the packaging is very, very important here. Next one, number 5, functionality. At the end of the day, it better be functional. The main purpose of a physical product is to protect it from damage, which, by the way, includes theft. Think about it. 15 years ago, it was easy to go in a store and you buy something, you take it home, you use it. Now you got to fight with, these tough plastics. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But that's a theft deterrent, but it's also to protect the packaging during goods and services, during transport of the goods and services. Let's see, what else did I leave off? Compare the packaging of your durable goods, the plastics we just talked about. Let's say, for example, you bought a shaving kit, right? And some of the tough packaging there, or again, just the typical thing that you would buy in the hard plastic. Compare that to, or contrast that to, your perishable items, your foods and vegetables. Again, they're packaged different because of how we're going to use them. So consider the whole point is, again, consider the end user when you are doing your packaging design. And let's see. All of that is to say, to get us to number 6, brand identity. All of the packaging leads up to brand recognition. You want people to be able to identify with your brand. And it encompasses all these things we said before: the wow factor, the uniqueness, the reliability, and all these other things. They give people a perception of your brand. So all of these things have to do with packaging and branding. They go hand in hand. You really can't separate them. Your packaging is going to go a long way in terms of positioning your product in the eyes of your customer. That's what branding is. It's really what the sum total of what your customer thinks about when they experience you, your product, your service, starting from the salesperson or whatever. Like I said, this is really everything from your business card, your website, your salesperson, your sales conversations, phone conversations, chatting on the internet. All of that shapes your brand in the eyes of your customer. Your packaging is an important component of that. All right. I guess I would summarize it and to encapsulate it to say that the packaging is like the intersection of form and function that leads us to the development of our brand. Okay, so we need to be very conscious of it. Pay attention to the colors. The colors are vitally important. Guys, I guess I'll just throw this out there. We're busy as small business owners. You can do your own logo. You probably shouldn't. Go on Fiverr, go on Upwork, find somebody else. Let a professional do that for you, and you stick to whatever your core competency is, because most of us, that's not our core competency. Let's do the things that's really going to drive our revenue. That's going to make our packaging more important. That's why I'm mentioning that, because the packaging is so important that we need to put that in the hands of professionals. Let's not leave that to us amateurs. Okay, so I just want to leave you with that. Having said all of that, the importance of packaging is brand identity. Packaging leads to your brand identity. My name is Dale Myers with Vision Advanced. If you have any tips for your fellow entrepreneurs related to packaging or packaging and branding, leave them in the comments below. It's been my pleasure once again to serve you this evening. Please thumbs up, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'll talk again soon. Take care.